Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at the Nike Free 4.0 Flyknit. And as you can see, the colors are green and gray. And I'm going to talk about the outsole and the midsole. So, other shoes in the past, we see like the outsole being big and the midsole, not that well. I mean, in weight wise, they kind of like slimmed it down here, made it very minimal, and the sole of the shoe is composed primarily of the same material and the midsole by a material called Flyknit. This is 40% rubber. The hybrid material gives it a lighter weight than rubber. The Flyknit is a hot knife cut and hexagonal waffle pattern, and the flexibility and freedom movement to the shoe. The only place that true outsole material shows up on the sole of the shoe are on the lateral heel and the medial toe area, where BSR 1000 carbon rubber appears for added durability and traction. And I'm going to show you what we got here. So these little hexagonal shapes, they're kind of like grip to the shoe, especially if you're a runner and you need to make turns, and if you want to see the flexibility of the shoe, as you could see. So it goes pretty well, as you could see. The upper of the shoe, as you can see here, is made from the Flyknit material, and its strapping heel counter as well is made from Flyknit material. So if y'all wanted to know that, the fabric is very light. It's very, maintainable, easy to clean. But you also want to be careful around sharp edges, as the Flyknit material can rip very easily. But let's start with the way it feels. Have you ever put on a pair of socks that aren't tight and are loose? They're just solidly part of your foot. That's what Nike Free 4.0 Flyknit's upper feels like. Its flexibility is amazing, and due to the weight being so, apt with your foot. When it comes to the heel counter portion of the shoe, we tend to see, it's very breathable. And so this will, more sweat. Your feet won't be as sweaty because these shoes are meant to be worn without socks. I'm going to talk about the fit now. The fit, and I'll show you. The fit goes pretty well. It fits very well, as you can see. I'll do it to the side right there. I'm sorry about the wires. It fits comfortable, even with socks, If you don't want to have your feet, I just wear them without socks around the house, but, when you go outdoors, you work out, exercise, when you run in these, your feet will sweat a lot, and so, I don't do it just for the fear that I don't want to have, like, stinky shoes. Okay, so as you can see, these could be worn for casual use on the street. And if you ever need to run, you know where you can run too. These shoes are amazing. So if you're looking to pick some up during the holidays, feel free. What do you think? If you don't have a problem with having smelly shoes, go ahead and run with your socks off. But that's really the way these shoes were meant to be ran in. The ride of the Nike Free 4.0 Flyknit is an interesting one to me. On the one hand, its cushioning is in a great spot of not being too soft and mushy, but also not being over rigid. It's great all-purpose shoe that would have no problem going from, you could be running in 5K marathons for most people, and on the other hand, I'm not the only person to point this out. The flexibility is phenomenal. It's so wonderful for foot function, strength, and for longer runs anyway. It may have a bit more given that I might choose a shorter distance shoe, especially with this one because the insides of the shoe, they're not so thick and cushioning. So you might want to do around 5K to 10K runs. Really depends on what you do. If you want to go on longer than that, like a 26-mile marathon, you might want to go with the 5.0s. But these are a good sprinting shoe. You know, if you want to do like a short little run around the city or wherever, the countryside or the gym, it doesn't matter where you want. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so my overall opinion of this shoe. First, and the price is at $120. The price for Nike Freerun 4.0 Flyknit is exactly where I'd expect to see it. With that said, considering the comfort of the shoe and the fact that it's in my regular kicking around shoe rotation for good reason, it's a bargain. The comfort of the shoe is hard to beat. Its ability to adapt to the foot of wide variety of people, both. I forgot to mention that the shoe does not come with Nike Freerunners Plus. If you remember from older models that it came with that and you could track how many miles you did, this shoe does not come with it. And so if you have any, like, if you want the inner soles to last longer, I suggest buying like a alternative. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I love these. I'm gonna try them on later. Look at my socks, they're hairy. Alright, well everyone, have a good time. And next time I'll be reviewing the Nike Freerun 5.0s. Alright, thanks. Bye-bye.